So I had the opportunity recently to hike Feather Falls, which is probably about a 9 to 10 mile round trip hike located outside Lake Oroville on the Feather River. One of the things that I tried to do when filming this video was kind of give you an idea of what the hike is like. So I pan around a lot, I look around the trail a lot, and I also highlight a lot of the dead wood and brush. Uh, you'll note that this trail is pretty close to where we had the recent fire in Paradise, California, and here you can see all the downed trees and brush from years and years of forests not being properly maintained. So it's kind of striking to me how much fuel there is on the forest floor, and it makes it a lot easier for people that don't spend a lot of time outside to kind of understand why the fire that happened recently was so hard to put out and traveled so fast.
This is just really a beautiful hike. There is so much stuff to look at here, from ferns on the trees to moss on the rocks. So far I passed 4 or 5 little rivers, and back that way I could hear a set of falls down in the canyon that I think leads to Feather Falls. So I think all these little feeder rivers lead to the falls. So I'm about halfway down the trail now. I think it's about a 4-mile trail, 4-mile hike in and 4 out. And it's downhill on the way in. The way back out looks like it's going to be uphill. So that should be a lot of fun. So
This is an absolutely gorgeous hike. You cross probably around 8 different creeks on the way to the falls. There's a lot of shade, a lot of water. It was just a really beautiful environment. I really enjoyed this hike a lot. I would encourage anybody that is capable of doing a 10-mile hike to do it. You could do it as an all-day hike. I hiked it pretty quick because I started at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I wanted to be off the trail before the sun went down, which was at about 7:30, and I wanted to film some good drone footage. I was really amazed by the number of creeks that you cross during this hike. I did not expect there to be that much water in this location, but again, it is absolutely a beautiful hike. The trail itself is well maintained. It's a loop trail. This video is of the upper part of the loop. I went in and came back on the upper part, but again, just a beautiful hike.
this is Cray Creek. I don't know how well you'll be able to hear me, but Cray Creek is one really beautiful waterfall here. It's gorgeous. You can actually see down into the pool here. This is just a really beautiful hike. It's a beautiful waterfall, Cray Creek, very pretty. This is a really wonderful hike, really a beautiful hike. A few months ago, somebody fell off this trail in a storm, and a lot of people online were like, how can you fall off a trail? You can kind of see how steep the mountain is. It's very steep. That's almost vertical, even if it doesn't look like it on the camera. Those lower portions down there are nearly vertical. And when the trail is wet, it is very slippery. Very slippery. So coming up around the corner here, we might be able to see that dome again. The top of it is 3,500 feet. Yeah. And the sign said it's similar to Half Dome in Yosemite in the geology of the rocks. We're probably just a few miles from where the campfire started in Paradise. And this is the kind of stuff that's laying dead all over the ground up here. I mean, this tree's been laying here for years. It's actually across the trail. There's just a lot of dead undergrowth up here because these forests haven't been logged in years. And it's catching up with us. That's why these fires are so bad, is because when you got this much dead wood laying around everywhere. It's everywhere. It's all over the side of the hills. It's just impossible to slow them down or stop them. You know, and a lot of the trees that are standing are dead as well. This isn't even a really bad section. This area was hit by a fire a few years ago, not this specific area, but back to the south of me, which is behind us. And it burned a lot up there before they stopped it. So there's the Feather River Canyon. It goes all the way from the Sierra Valley all the way down to the ocean. It joins a couple other rivers on the way. So we're almost to the falls. I can hear them, start to see them. It's a good hike. I think it's supposed to be 4, but my Fitbit and my Apple Watch both say 4.5. Some up and some down. And if nobody's up here to bother, I can pull out my drone today and fly it a little bit. So yeah, you can see how much water is coming out of there. Wow. 650 feet.
So the footage that you just saw I filmed with my DJI Mavic. I was trying to be pretty safe flying it because it is a pretty big waterfall and that canyon's pretty deep. I was afraid to lose contact with the drone, but as always, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share, and thank you for watching.